February reading for Virgo for 2017. Happy Valentine's Day, Virgo. Here's your love, sex, and romance reading. Okay, we start off with the Eight of Pentacles in your present moment, and really what's going on now is I feel like you're getting an offer. Something's coming at you, you're just kind of disinterested in. You're not really, excuse my voice, you're not really interested, or it's not really thrilling you. You're getting an offer here, it's just not kind of floating your boat, let's put it that way. It's kind of making you feel like you're really, I don't know, it's not thrilling you. So your crossing card here is the Ten of Pentacles, which is interesting, which is kind of like trying to be all in, trying to be all interested in, and to absorb love in a physical sense. So it's like you've got maybe somebody that's crossing your path right now that you're not interested in, but your challenge is to either bring about that feeling. You maybe, if you're in a relationship, a solid relationship, it may be that you're kind of going through a phase, you know, where things are not so interesting anymore in the bedroom, and your challenge is to absolutely get that back, kind of get that passion back. For the singles, I feel like you're getting an offer you're just not interested in. You may flat out refuse it. And as a crossing card, being a challenge is to kind of find that person that really does that for you, that really brings the passion, brings it out, makes you feel it, you know. So the challenge would be for the singles to find that. What you're thinking about, rather, is the Empress. Now this is that woman with the feminine wiles, the sensuality, the sexuality, just kind of oozing. So it's just basically you're thinking about someone who brings that feeling to you. And I feel like there is someone that you have in mind that is of that way, and just kind of ruminating about that. The energy that's passing away from you is the Ace of Pentacles. Now the Ace of Pentacles is a really grounded, earthy, sensual card. I mean, I get the sense of really having a very high comfort level here. So as interesting as that is the energy that's passing away. So I don't know if that has something to do with the offer that was refused, or within couples it could be just a time when things were, you know, I mean, you know each other so well and we're grounded in it, and maybe that's kind of what's the mundane. But anyway, it's passing away. So basically saying that comfortableness is moving into the past here. And as we move into the future, we have the Sun. So it's illuminating a good centered energy. And again, the Sun makes me think of orgasms and just full-on, you know, excitement in that way. But not in a hyper way, but more in a relaxed, calm mode. I mean, working to get. So I feel like there's an energy here. If we're working in the couples, maybe a slump in the relationship, moving into greater stuff in the future. And if you're dating, I feel like it's a switch from a partner. You may be having one partner that it's just not doing it for you, and then you maybe come into the future here and you've got someone that really gets you going, and on the physical end of things really excites you, gets that passion, and really brings on, you know, the O's going into the future. We got the Two of Pentacles. So there's like a surprise coming, and I feel like, I don't know if that has to do with this connection or not, but some kind of a surprise that you're not expecting. So maybe an offer of love and sex from someone that you didn't expect, or maybe an acceptance of something that you didn't expect would be accepted, or you going outward in some way to really go after something that you're wanting to go after. Yeah, I feel like that's more the way that it is, especially for the masculine Virgos. I feel like they're, you know, really going to go after something that they want, and not really going to let anything stand in their way. As I carry on here, we have the Four of Swords, and that's a card of control, of, you know, to me it's the beginning stages of, you know, trying to get and manipulate things. It can be a good energy as long as we don't have support card, and it seems to be balanced out here. I'll carry on. The Six of Swords, that's really just an expansion of this, of going out and getting what you want, and not be afraid, not letting anything stop you. I feel like this Six of Wands, I mean, it's so connected to the Two of Pentacles. It's like, you know, it may be a bit of a surprise to the woman, but I feel like this is kind of the answer. Yeah, you know what? It's going to be accepted, and it's going to be appreciated. You just need to go out and do that. Take control and do that. This is kind of like in between on this. Yeah, take control. Go out. Get what you want. You know what you want. Go and get it. You know, that other person doesn't know that you want them, so you just need to go out and go get that. As we carry on here into what you have to go through, the Three of Swords. So there's a situation here where it may be this person that has been rejected from you or disinterested. That third person may be somewhat of a hard release over this time, because you may be setting your sights on something else, going after it, grabbing it, and getting a yes. And then that other person is kind of still hung on to you a little bit. So be aware of that. I feel like, you know, everything was fair here. I feel like things were pretty upfront. It's just maybe this other person's issue that they're just hanging on. They wanted it more than maybe you wanted it. So there's a little bit of a physical intimacy thing here that it just not a match, okay? But I feel like you were upfront about it, and I feel like there's not much that can be done. And I don't feel like it's just this ominous stalker energy either. I feel it's just like, oh, I wish it would have been different. You know, it's a lighter energy. Where you end up at is in Judgment, and it's interesting because I find these two, they're bound together by angels that are, you know, so it's almost like you're going to be coming into a relationship that you are meant to have, to bring you through to whatever it is, to whatever judgment you have. And it's going to be a more pleasing relationship, but it's also going to be, you know, from above, something that is needed to be put there. So really a kind of a morphing. And I do feel a sense of these Virgos being in a position where it's like, I gave it a shot and it just didn't work out, and I'm just being honest, and that's what it is. It's just there's not enough attraction here, or there's not enough going on. Now for the couples, I feel that there's this surprise would basically end around Valentine's Day. I feel like they're going to really, these Virgos are going to be really excited about getting things together and surprising their mates, and you know, and then all the sensuality is just wrapped up in all of there. It's a lot of good energy for these coupled Virgos, and they're really wanting to make that day special, and they're going to want to lavish their partners with that affection, and they're going to take charge, and they're just going to do it, and it's going to be great and wonderful. And for the single and the, you know, lightly dating, I would say that there's a situation here where you're morphing from one relationship to a next, and the next one is not only faithful in a way that there's learning lessons and karmic ties here, but more along the lines of satisfaction in your sexual areas. You know, there's more of a physical attraction, there's more excitement and more pleasure in that way, and good grounded compatibility in that area. So that's a good reading for Virgo. Anyway, the clarification card as I shuffled is back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. So that's just basically picking up on what I picked up on here, which is like that validation. You may even be going to a past lover. You may be going to someone who was with you in the past. You know, you may be finding, I tried to find something different, didn't work. You may go back to something that that, you know, may float your boat, that may, you know, back to what you love, back to something that was good, but for some reason didn't take off, or didn't go anywhere, or didn't, yeah, so going back to something that is going to give you what you want, and you know that it's going to give you that. And this is, I mean, I'm talking physical sense here. So you know this person intimately, and you've been there, and you've had that, and there was a satisfaction there that you just didn't quite get with, you know, this partner that you have. And in the coupled relationships, it's going back to past memories. I feel like there may be some memories, just relive things, you know, from your past, bringing up the whole Valentine's Day. I feel like these coupled Virgos are really going all out this year. They really want to lavish on their partners, and I think this is absolutely wonderful, and it's acceptable. You know, it's all accepted, it's all good. So these Virgos are going to have a good February, and it's really purely, you know, satisfactory. It's pure love energy, you know, bringing up the things that, you know, we used to do, and reviving all the passion, all of that stuff. It's all swirling in here. The singles are going through a little bit, but you know what? It's all sunshine and roses after this. It really is. It's just taking a stand here. And I don't see you being overpowered in it. I see you being more needing to take more of a stand, because it's like this energy is going to work for you. Being in a positive frame of mind. It's like, yeah, if you approach someone or you go in that direction, you are going to get good results. So that's for the surprise. That's all good. So for Virgos, happy Valentine's Day. This is a really good reading. I get a good feeling about it. Like, it's really above board. It's nothing shady. These Virgos are not, for the most part, they're not ones that like to sit in that. They're not going to jump out and cause a ruckus. So they're really just trying to make it as smooth a transition as possible for the singles, and for the couples, so it's just all good and grand and wonderful. So happy Valentine's Day, Virgos. Take care, have fun, and be kind.